Well, not gonna lie, this quiz was tough. I mean, I had to go to the very back of my brain and dust off some cobwebs to know all the rules and regulations for this. But I think what this quiz demonstrated was the complexity of compounding veterinary drugs and how we need to rely on standards to ensure safety and stability of our compounded products for our veterinary patients. And that USP provides the gold standard of minimum standards to ensure the safety and stability. And that regulatory agencies can adopt and reference these standards. And so it's important for us as veterinarians and veterinary pharmacists to have a good understanding of what USP standards are for compounding and how complex it can be.
Yeah, I think it was tough, but I thought that, kind of the case-based aspect of the quiz made it a little bit more fun because compounding regulations can be a little bit dry, but it was talking about things like flavoring meds for cats and making cetirizine into an oral solution for a turtle, which made it a little bit more interesting. And the other thing that I kind of took away from it is to remember that just because you can compound something doesn't mean that you always should be compounding things, and that things like cost savings alone aren't really a real reason to compound. Just like you said, the goal is really like safe, successful medication administration that's going to be efficacious.
Yeah, I think it's also important to know that, compounding pharmacy can be very rigorous sometimes, and not understanding all the rules and regulations pharmacists have to follow, like with beyond use dates, stability, testing those products, especially our sterile compounds, to ensure there's no contaminants in there and it's going to be stable for their patients. And actually understanding like things like kitty magic is actually compounding. Even if you give it immediate use, like that is technically compounding by definition.